Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm here just to do a little, I don't know, tutorial sort of. Some people may know how to do this, some may not, so bear with me. I like to put these paper bags in my journals, stitch them in as pockets, so I cut off both ends, well not both ends, well I did cut off both ends because there's that weird little like notch that's in paper bags and that ruffly edge, and for this particular one I didn't want that, but you can keep that if you like that. I also like to punch my own kind of half circle holes, and so that one wouldn't have matched all by itself. So anyway, that's just my preference. So the bag now is 10 inches long. I just cut off both ends. I cut off the bottom end so you can get into it, and of course the top just to make it match, and fold it in half. And then I take and put, because when you open this pocket, it's really weird because it has this like spot that used to be the bottom of the bag. And I like to glue it so that there's just one open pocket so your card that you're putting in isn't getting stuck all the time and there's these funny little flaps and stuff like that. I like to glue all that stuff down so that there's just one open pocket. Bye, Pasha. Guess he's not going to hang out with us today. You never know. Sometimes he decides to hang out with me while I craft, and other times he's got better things to do. So, I guess he's got better things to do. Okay, so I just put glue where that, those spots are. Oops, I did put glue up here. That wasn't smart, because then it would glue this side to that. So you don't want to put anything on this top part where it can glue to the opposite side of the bag. So I will put this down in here. And it doesn't have to be, you know, all perfectly even or anything. It's just you want to get that part glued down so that it's not in the way when you're putting stuff in and out of those. My friend Denise, I sent her a few things, and I sent her some of these bags, and she mentioned that she didn't know how I did the pockets in the little journal I sent her, so I thought it might be a good idea because I figured there's probably other people too that don't know how to do that. I mean, sometimes I just assume everybody knows how to do everything, but if you haven't crafted in a while or whatever, you just may not have ever seen it. So that's why I'm doing it. And a little more glue right there. You just want to get all those spots glued down so that you just have one nice pocket like that, basically. And this one wants to flap up now. It didn't a minute ago. Okay, and I may not finish this all the way to completion because I'm sure you guys will get the gist after I, you know, even once you do that, because now it's basically ready to go in a journal if you want it to. I'm going to do some covering of it with some paper, so you know you'll do stuff like this just to cover that up so that you're not seeing that flap and everything. But we'll start with the front here, and I didn't do any inking. I apologize for that. I just got home from work and was like, oh, you know, I'm going to do a video about that pocket in case people don't know how to do it. And I have kind of a cool idea, so stick with me because it's not just going to be a pocket. And then I do have a little show and tell for you guys at the end for something I made for Valentine's Day, if you're interested in sticking around and checking it out. Hope everybody's having a great day. It's crazy being back to school and all the kids are still a little wound, but that's okay. Alright, so I'm just going to put some glue on the back of this. And you know, you would obviously take your time and stuff, but I just want to do it quick just to show you guys. And so I cut this piece of paper at 5 by 4 3/4. So you can see I'm going to get that white trim edge, and you can cut it however you want to. If you want it to fit perfectly, then cut it perfectly to the size of the bag, but I just wanted it to have a little bit of that edge, because that's how I like it. Right, and then I thought I would do this piece for the back, and I forgot to cut pieces for the inside, so I will do that as well. yeah, I was curious if you're new to junk journaling or scrapbooking or card making or whatever, if there's anything you want to know about or that you want me to make, and I know how to do it, then I would be happy to do that. I'm not saying that I know how to make everything, because I definitely do not. I don't do much sewing at all. I will do a little stitching on some junk journal stuff, but that's about the size of it. So, but if there's anything that you think I might be able to do that you're interested in, or I might just know, because I've been crafting for, oh my goodness, probably close to 30 years. And so I've just, you know, picked up a lot of things, and there's a lot of stuff that I used to do that I don't do now. I used to do a lot of drawing, and I really don't anymore. I've painted murals on walls. I do needle felting, which you may have seen. I've done journals, or I did one journal with needle felting that I showed, and so it is in my playlist. And then I've done like needle felting of sculptures. I have a Santa Claus that I've done, and you know, a few other things, animals and snowmen and all kinds of stuff like that. So if you're ever interested in needle felting videos, let me know, because I would be happy to do those as well. I just like to get ideas, so if there's anything that you are interested in, that would be great for me to know. It can be hard sometimes to come up with new ideas, or you know, sometimes you're like, well, I don't even know if anybody's going to be interested in that if I do it. So just looking for ideas basically is what it comes down to. Sorry, I'm trying to find something that I like to go on the inside. I mean, I like a lot of them. These are cute little papers. I got these at Hobby Lobby. This one wouldn't be bad at all with that. Actually, maybe I want to do, yeah, I think I want to do 2 of these instead to have it the same on the inside. I know I did these covers different, but you don't really see them together. But if you open the book, you could see both sides of this, and so I'd rather they match. But you can do them different if you, ooh, so sorry. I have to do that at least once every video, I think. It's just really hard with a tripod to get it and not hit it ever. I wish there was a better way to do it, but I don't know what that would be. So I'm going 5 by 4 3/4 again. You could, of course, do it perfectly sized, you know, to the size of the bag, but this is just the way I like to do it. I like to have a little bit of that edge showing. And I know you can't totally see my whole cutter, but I'll be there in a minute. Okay, so these are going to go in here. Or if there's any of my stuff that, you know, you don't necessarily want to see, then also let me know about that too. I really would love, you know, I love it when I get comments from you guys. It just really helps me figure out what you like or don't like, or, you know, what you're interested in. So that would be awesome. Sometimes if you don't get any comments, you don't know, you know, did they not like it or whatever. So you guys are all super positive though, and I thank you so much. You're amazing, amazing, amazing community of wonderful people, and it's been great doing this. You always think, you know, everything's been done when you're looking for ideas of new things to do, or, you know, I even get bored with certain crafts. Paper crafting is really the only one that I don't tend to get bored with. I think that, I don't know, it just holds my interest better than any other form of crafting that I've ever done, because I just think there's so many things you can do with it. I can do like home decorative things. I can do, you know, these type of things, junk journals. You can use junk, junk mail, all that kind of stuff, which is always awesome because that stuff, what do you do with that otherwise? Throw it in the garbage. So paper crafting has always kept my interest, but I do tend to like to find something new every once in a while too, just to teach myself something different. So I'm always on the search for new ideas. So sometimes I forget to explain things, or like I just think everybody knows all the, you know, all the things that I know, and they don't. So, and I don't know all the things that other people know. So I guess that's kind of why we do this, to help educate each other. Okay, so there's that. So now you basically have a little book, and these I think would be awesome if you have a granddaughter or grandson or whoever, niece, nephew, anybody that is interested in junk journaling. I think this would be a really good starter project. So I've just folded some different, you know, papers, and I'm going to stitch them in using my sewing machine. But if I was going to use this for a journal, or, you know, in one of my journals as pockets for the journal, like this, I would, I could stitch it in right now. You know, you just put your papers right in between, like say this is a whole bigger piece of paper. You just put it in the middle, and then when you sew it into the signature, you're just sewing right through that part, and then you have a pocket over on this side and a pocket over on this side, which works awesome. Oh, one thing I am going to do is punch these holes just so you know it's a pocket at the ends. I'll use the bigger one. So just use any, you know, cutter that you have to do this. That's if this one. I love these, but the openings aren't very wide. I still use them all the time, but I just kind of wish sometimes that the opening right there was a tiny bit bigger. So I'm hoping that's about center. I didn't think I was going to go through there for a minute. So see, that way I've got so I know that there's a pocket there. Alright, and I'm going to do the same on this side, but first I'm going to give myself a little guide because I have done it completely off before. So I just take one side and just do that, so that when I put this on I can see how far in I need to come and all that. Just a guideline. Yeah, I've had these probably almost 20 years, and they're just really a good quality. I know you can't get them anymore, but they were great. Because I've bought a lot of other like corner rounders. Corner rounders are the worst for me, and if anybody knows where you can get a good corner rounder, I don't know why that is something that is so difficult to find that lasts. I seem to get them and they don't want to punch right. They punch like weird little notches and stuff, and I've tried, you know, making sure everything's all even, and yeah, I don't know if I'm just cursed with that or what, but if anybody knows where to get a really good corner rounder, that would be great information, because I just bought another one and it's okay. I usually like, well, Fiskars is kind of up and down for me. Some of their cutters are awesome, some of them stink, but this is one of their corner rounders, and it works great on this one, but it's supposed to punch 3 different corners for you. The only one that I can get to work is the one that it's on when it's straight up and down. So, I don't know. I just do not have luck with corner rounders. So if anybody has any tips on that, I am definitely open to suggestion. So I'm going to go stitch this on my sewing machine really quick, and I will be right back. Okay, hi everybody, I'm back. So I stitched it there, and so you can see it's just like a little book now. But you could definitely still put this into a journal. That would be kind of cool in the middle of a signature, because then you would have even more extra writing space. So that might be fun, but it also would be great for, like I said, kids that are interested in junk journaling with you, or, you know, whatever, because I know I've heard some people talk about their grandkids like to do it with them and things like that. So I just think this would be an awesome way to do that. I'm going to do a little inking up here. I realized I didn't get that done. And I made some more collage pages using my scraps. I'm totally all about that right now. I think I'm addicted. Help me. But so I made some Valentine's ones because I've always got Valentine's Day is kind of one of my favorite holidays. I don't know, I just think it's kind of fun, all the love, and you know, you can just give a card and everybody's happy. So I tend to like those kind of holidays. I like that, and like the 4th of July, because you know, everybody comes over for a barbecue and it's laid back and everything. Some of the big fancy holidays kind of overwhelm me, I think, is what the issue is with those. So I just love Valentine's Day. It's just fun. But so I made some collage sheets. This is just book page that I glued 2 book pages together and then collaged on them. And as you can hear, it's pretty tough stuff. So I have some of those hearts that I punched out. They turned out really cute, I think. So there's like that one and this one. And so anyway, I've got some things here, some fun things, hearts and all kinds of stuff. So I thought I would decorate the front of this, and I'm not exactly sure how, but I kind of think it would be fun to do some different levels and different textures. And I will be making cards, you know, to go inside of those pockets. I just, you know, haven't got that far yet, but anyway. My friend Denise, hi Allie, sent me these. And they're scraps, like fabric scraps, all piled on top of each other and then stitched together. And she even leaves the little tails on, so I'm thinking I'm going to glue some little hearts on the end of it. I thought this might be cute, but I'm not sure exactly how I want to do this yet. So let's see. We put that up there. This one over here. I kind of like this one that says True Love. I think that's cute. And then this one under the edge. I just think this would be kind of a fun little junk journal for, you know, kids to use, or stick in your purse, or stick it in an actual bigger journal. Oh, I think I know what I was thinking I might do. Instead of that one, I do kind of want the bigger one. I like this, enjoy the everyday. I just think that's kind of a neat statement, instead of just always, you know, appreciating the loved ones you have, you know, on one day of the year or whatever, their birthday and Valentine's Day. Do it every day. I just kind of like that message. It's cute. I don't know though, I don't know how I want to set this up because I really like this on there. Sorry, little indecisive here, you're probably screaming at me now. Let's see. Maybe I could switch it so that it's like this. I could put this in this corner. And then maybe I like this one on this side. Go here. I still feel like I need another heart or something. Maybe it's just too much for one spot. Sorry, I get quiet when I get doing this because I can't I can't concentrate and do these things at the same time. You know, maybe that's just good. Kind of like these little hearts, but I know I want to put some on the end of those tails of that. I think I like it just like that. Make a decision. Okay, I did it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is glue this main one down all the way, except I'm going to ink it a little. Yeah, my mother and father-in-law, their anniversaries on Valentine's Day, and that's just, I know everybody does, lots of people do that, and it's a super popular day, but I always thought that was kind of a cool day. But I do love my anniversary. Mine's in the fall, and our wedding was really pretty with all the leaves and things, so I'm happy that I got married when I did, but I always thought Valentine's Day would be another fun day to do that. I know a lot of people don't like Valentine's Day for one reason or another, which can be understandable. Life doesn't always deal you the ideal hand. I understand that. But you have to think it's not always about the people that come into your lives, but the people that are part of your family, that are in your lives and are wonderful. So those are the things that we sometimes forget to be thankful for and get caught up in, you know, what relationship we're in or whatever. Alright, so this I'm going to glue straight down. Hope you guys like this idea. It was just nothing new, but I just thought it would be kind of fun. I'm not really sure how to glue this thing down with all these holes. I'll just try to put a little bit on the thicker stitches or whatever. It'll dry and not look too horrible, so I just don't want it to fall off. That'd be a bummer. But you could do this all different ways. I even thought it would be kind of fun to put like coloring pages in it instead of just the plain journaling pages, and then you could send it to you know, grandkids or nieces or nephews or whoever in your life, kids that would like that, or I guess not even kids, a lot of adults color now too. I do that too, so I like to just, I can't just sit and watch television, so I'm usually always cutting, gluing. In fact, that's what I've been doing, is these collage pages. In the evening I sit with my family and, you know, we watch whatever shows we like, but I usually am always doing something else because I just have a hard time just sitting there. And often my husband likes to watch sports, and so that really is not my cup of tea at all, but you know, I want to hang out with him because he's pretty much gone all week, so I just like spending the time with him on the weekends, and so that's usually what we end up doing, is watching sports or something, but I can't just sit and do that, so I will craft while while he watches sports, and it works fine because we can still chat and hang out, but it doesn't, I can't, like, basketball and the incessant talking and basketball and football and all those things kind of drives me batty. So if I do something else, it helps me not get as annoyed with that. Let me know if that bugs anybody else, but when my husband watches sports, that just drives me out of my mind. That constant, like the shoes squeaking on the basketball floor, and you know, just the prattle. I mean, I just sometimes I'm like, why can they not just shush for a few minutes? But I know they're sportscasters and that's their job. Oops, this one's got like a weird side on it. Let's see what else I can find. I didn't realize that till I flipped it over. This when I cut it, I must have cut the edge of the paper with the part that they scan for the price with it. These are so cute, Denise, these little stacks of fabric. I never really thought about that, but I don't have, like I said, I'm not a sewer, so I don't have a lot of fabric scraps around. So I guess I just don't think about what to do with them because I don't have them. So, but I think those are super cute. And this one I'm just going to kind of tuck over to the side. These I just got last year somewhere. Can't remember if it was Hobby Lobby or Michael's or where, but anyway, they're cute. Sparkly hearts. I tend to pick stuff up whenever I see it, and also keep little things that I find here and there. But I think a lot of us do that because we're always thinking, oh, I could make something with that. So Denise, I'm just going to stick this right on here. I hope it's okay. It's very cute. It's going to go right up there. So those will hang down. And then this is just, I do this a lot too. I find little pictures either on the internet or in magazines or wherever, and I will fussy cut them out and keep them until I can use them for something. Oh, these I wanted to pop up. And I think that's why I like junk journaling so much, because everything doesn't have to be like from the same collection or matchy-matchy. That kind of gets to me. I think that's probably a huge reason that I didn't keep doing Stampin' Up, because I just sort of felt like it was a never-ending, you know, I had to buy all the things that matched each other, and I don't know, it didn't work for me very well. I love it. They have great stuff, super good quality, so I still use a lot of it, but I just don't. A lot of people ask me why I'm not a demonstrator, and that's a huge part, is just the cost, because I do have so many interests in different types of crafts, and I can't just put all my money in one thing, because, you know, like I said, I have a lot of interests and I only get to use so much money for crafting, so I kind of have to spread it around all over. I do love their products though. Like I said, they do an amazing job. Just can't afford all of it. Costs too much. So, and it changes too often, I think, is another thing that bothers me. Because like last year I got these really awesome those succulent die cuts, and it doesn't matter, I can still use them all I want. But literally like a month after I got them or something, I don't know, I think they retired. It was just sort of like, wow, I finally got them and now they're retired. So I don't know, that kind of stuff kind of bugs me, but that's just me. Everybody's got their thing. Right, so now that they're popped up a bit, I'm going to put them down about here because I still have that saying that I want to put on there. So cute. And I'm going to ink this a little bit. And I know this doesn't all like totally go, because like this is from, I don't know, there were all kinds, I think it was, I can't think of what they're called. Project Life, you know, that kind of stuff. But I love that saying, enjoy the everyday. That's good advice. So I like it. Alright, I'm going to pop that up too. And then I'll stop torturing you guys. You don't have to listen to me ramble. And I will probably make some cards for the inside. And I would have had that done already, but like I said, I just got home from work and was like, you know, that would be kind of a fun thing to do today. So, just going to put it right about there. Alright, so yeah, just a little fun something that you could, you know, like I said, make for your kids, with your kids, make to put in journals, however you want to do it. And I'll have room in there to put some cards, or you put other pieces of paper. I was going to show you, I did print out a couple of things. I don't know what I did with them. I was printing out some coloring pages, but I couldn't get them all the right size. So, and this is the other thing I wanted to show you guys today. I had a dear friend who whose husband passed away in August, and I may have mentioned this before because she just is such a special lady, and she asked me to make a Valentine's wreath for her, and she brought me a grapevine heart, and so I don't know if you're going to be able to see it because it's kind of big, but I went to Hobby Lobby and found some. See, I can't go out any further, can I? No, that's as good as I can get it. But anyway, it was just a grapevine wreath, and I added hearts, or sorry, roses, and there's these little heart spray things. I got all this at Hobby Lobby, and these nice velvety kind of leaves, and then I did a burlap bow for her and painted the little love. So I like doing this kind of stuff too. So that's what I mean. I have way too many interests, I think, to decide on one. So anyway, I just wanted you guys to see that, just kind of a little show and tell. So anyways, I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you again soon. Please subscribe. Bye-bye.